Well, hello people, this is Joanne Ward, Glasgow Medium and Psychic, and I'm here with your weekly general reading for Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus sign Aquarius. And cross watchers are welcome here as well. So today I'm going to be using the Fairy Tale Tarot here by Julia F. Massaglia. I think that's how you pronounce it. I may also delve into the mystical Lenormand today as well. And we will also have a look at the Tarot of the Angels by Giordano Berti and Arturo Pica. So let's get straight into it. So this is not a love reading, this is a general weekly reading. And this may cover different aspects of life for you, Aquarius. Okay. And the first card that comes out for you is the Ten of Cups. We also have here the Eight of Wands. And we also have for you the Three of Pentacles. So we all know, all of us psychic and mediumistic people have known for quite some time that there's something big has been on the way. And I think most of us probably didn't realise it was maybe going to be quite on the scale that it has been. But lots of us have feelings and ideas about people in the public eye and have done for a considerable amount of time. Anyone who's switched on knows about these people, so we're not quite as shocked as the general public perhaps are, but we're still shocked. And I'm sure that you, Aquarius, as well, are completely and utterly dismayed at what is going on in this world that we are living in. So the first thing I want to start by saying to you is don't panic. This is the end of the age of Pisces and we're transitioning into the age of Aquarius. This is our age. And when any age ends and another age begins, we have to consider that there's going to be socio, political and economic change. And in the past, these changes have often been instigated through needless wars, land wars. Now we're in the digital age, we're looking at things being instigated through perhaps cyber warfare or through medical pandemics. And all of these things will instigate social and political and economic change. And it's scary, but we have to realise that change is necessary. So the dark days are not over, they're only just beginning. And as light workers, we have to take our love and our light and spread it as far as possible into the world, into the ensuing chaos that we're seeing going on around us just now. Now, if you are an Aquarian, I guarantee you that this card here is symbolic of the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Now, in the traditional tarot, the Ten of Cups is a card that's all about the husband and wife, the 2.4 children, the home, all the things that you want. And to me, the Ten of Cups is very symbolic of capitalism because it shows the husband and wife and their house and their children, and it's all about the material world. And in this card, you can see this little leprechaun here looks a bit sneaky, and he's putting his hand in the pot of gold at the end of this couple's rainbow. So it looks like they've found the pot of gold at the end of their rainbow. Materialistically, they've worked hard, they've earned a lot of money, things are bought and paid for, they have the holidays, the houses, the cars, all the rest of it, the luxury. But here someone is ready to take it all away, someone who's a bit sneaky. And to me, this little leprechaun here represents the people who are in power of or in control of our world. So the first thing I need to say to all my lovely Aquarians is don't panic. If you have stocks or shares that have plummeted or that do plummet in the very near future, please don't panic. because there is a divine plan at work here, and there is not much that anyone can do really to stop this plan taking action. All I can say to you is that the scales are falling from everyone's eyes, and we are going to see the cold, hard truths of the world that we have created. The world of sin, the world of materialism. I've often spoken about the fact that Satan rules this world that we live in, this world of money and greed and wealth and power. These are all things that Satan would take control of. So whether you believe in heaven and hell or the devil and God or not, I can tell you that this world we live in is the material world, and it is all going to fall apart. So stop sweating the small stuff, stop sweating about the job, the car, the house, everything else. By all means, pay your bills. By all means, feed your kids. And if you have the means, go on holiday and spend your money and enjoy it. But enjoy it while it lasts, because things are going to change fundamentally for all of us. And Aquarius, I do feel the rug might get pulled out from under you financially in the very near future. So take heed, take note, and consider what is it that you need to do to protect yourself from attack. Because the next card that is out for you here, Aquarius, is the Eight of Wands, and we can see this big, horrible lion, man lion, some sort of beast. Now, I'm not up on my fairy tales or mythology very much, so perhaps I need to go and read into this card a bit more. There will no doubt be some sort of name for this beast here. I'm just going to describe it as a man beast. It's a lion, it's powerful, but it's got a man's face. And this big, horrible, ugly mouth is ready to attack this poor person who is you, Aquarius, lying down here on the floor. So you're going to find yourself under attack, perhaps find yourself defending yourself from some sort of financial attack, or an attack on your business, or an attack on your reputation. That attack may come in the shape or form of money being taken from you, wealth and power being taken from you by authorities, by people in power. It could be a benefit situation. Perhaps you are being topped up financially by the government and they're going to turn around and tell you that you owe them money. Perhaps you have investments in crypto and it's going to crash, or investments in stocks and shares that are going to crash, so be prepared for it. And do what you can to secure yourself and your family. And as we look here, we've got the Three of Pentacles, which is really an excellent card for you, Aquarius, because this is all to do with your entrepreneurial nature, your ability to have the Midas touch, your ability to turn anything that you do into gold. So if the shit is about to hit the fan globally for everyone financially, financial markets are suffering, the housing market crashes, whatever it might be, don't panic, because you are able to take the ball and run with it no matter what happens in your life. You're very adaptable to change, Aquarius. And I do feel, if you look at this is a person who's very practical, perhaps a builder, a master mason. So you're someone who's knowledgeable, you're skilled, you're educated or self-educated, it doesn't matter, but you have the knowledge and skills to turn any situation into a profitable situation for you. Now I'm going to have a wee look at the Angel Tarot as well for you, Aquarius, and just see what this brings out for you this week. Okay. So we have the Ten of Swords. Now, in the traditional tarot, again, the Ten of Swords is you being stabbed in the back. In this particular deck, as we look at the Ten of Swords, here you can see there is an angel holding this bag of swords, but they're neatly contained within a bag. They are not sticking out of your back like they would be in the traditional tarot. So all I can say to you really here, Aquarius, is that things are not as bad as they might first seem. I do feel like this is a really good omen for you from the Angel Tarot. To me, it's a card that would sort of determine that you should not approach things with aggression, that you should perhaps try and focus on your manners and being personable and kind and lovely to people as much and as far as you possibly can. And if you do so, you'll find that you'll yield greater results than if you go in all guns blazing and go for the jugular. So remember that. People remember how you treat them. And even if you are angry and annoyed that things are not working out for you at the moment, even if you're angry and annoyed that financial things are affecting your business, your personal life, your career, if you feel people have made mistakes, if you feel people are to blame, it doesn't matter. Don't go after them all guns blazing, but go kindly, gently, and personably, and you will yield far better results if you do so. Now, what also comes out for you, Aquarius, here as well with the Angel Tarot is the Queen of Swords. Now, in the traditional tarot, she is the Queen of Mourning. She is the Queen of Pain. And when we see the Queen of Swords in a reading, she's very much a reminder that you are a survivor, that you're stronger than you know, and that no matter what happens in your life, you can recover from it, you can pick yourself up, and you can start all over again. So if there is misfortune, maintain your dignity. If there is pain, console yourself, because you will find your way back up to the top again, no matter what. You're resilient, you're strong, and above all else, you are a person who possibly guides and teaches others. So you must remain stoic in the face of adversity, and you must put a face on. You can see the faces at the front of this lady's gown. You must put your face on for the world. There's a butterfly in this card here, which is a symbol of transformation. Of course, the swords are the air signs, and that is you, Aquarius. So she literally does represent the air signs. So this is a reminder, the clouds are all behind her. This is a reminder that you can overcome all earthly obstacles that are put in your path. And there is transformation and change. There is a bird of prey up the top, perhaps an eagle. That is a sign and a symbol of foresight. So don't worry about it. If there is a financial issue affecting you this week or this month, and it's kicking you right in the guts, and it's angering you, and you feel you want to go blaming everyone else for it, remember that if you treat people the way you want to be treated, you will yield much better results. Things can be sorted out. Now, I'm just going to refer to the mystical Lenormand before we finish, just to see what comes out for you here. And I'm sorry if this does sound a bit gloomy, this reading this week. I have to tell the truth of what I see. And from a global perspective, astrologically, there are energies affecting the planet at the moment that are causing anarchy and chaos all over the globe. And so it's no wonder that these astrological energies affecting your sign are causing, financial and emotional changes in your personal life. But all I can say to you is that you must keep going. The Scythe card comes out from the Lenormand. The Scythe is also symbolic of a quick or sudden change. So it's a sudden ending or a sudden beginning. But there's also a bull here, which is a symbol of dogged determination, stubbornness and strength, and the will to keep working and to keep going. So even if there is a sudden change, you have that strength, that will to keep going. The mountain is also out for you, and again, that's about that strength and that will to surmount obstacles in your life, to find a way around obstacles if you can't get over them. And lastly, I was going to say lastly, but I can't end on this card. We have the serpent out for you. So someone is out for you this week or this month. There's very much a feeling of, frustration. You know, someone here thinks they're the cat who's got the cream. There's very much a sense of negative or dark forces at work around you. And this could also be on a personal level as well as financial. To me, it does sort of represent possibly an ex in your life who may well be meddling in affairs and trying to get their own way in a situation that feels very, very unfair to you, Aquarius. So all I can say about that is that you must be strong and stand up to this serpent, to this snake, and do not let them win, because the forces of darkness never deserve to win in your life. But this is very much a card of betrayal, falseness, and lies. Perhaps someone spreading lies or trying to cause some sort of detour off a path. For any of you who are having personal issues with exes, perhaps through courts to do with child custody, this could be representative of an ex trying to sort of present something else to the court or to the sheriff, to the judge, other than the truth of the situation. Perhaps you are taking a court action against an ex and they then present evidence to the court to make it look like you're the bad one, you're the one in the wrong. All I can say about that is that you may need to change your lawyer, but there is abundance, there's plenty more fish in the sea, and what that would represent to me is, this ex of yours may think they're a big fish in this little pond here, but you're also a big fish. There are two big fish here. And I think, you've got big fish to fry here. The goldfish card is also about peace and tranquility and getting away from it all and having time to think. So you need time to think this week, Aquarius. But all I can say to you is that there are ways to get around these obstacles. I'm going to finish now again with the fairy tale tarot for you. But there are ways around obstacles in your life. The Fool is out now. The Fool means a lot of things in the tarot. The Fool does certainly indicate a new beginning and some naivety and perhaps a leap into the unknown. The Fool also indicates loyalty, with a little dog clipping at his heels. So you do have a person in your life who is very loyal, whether that's to do with a financial situation or a personal situation or both. You have loyalty around you, you have support at your back. But perhaps you're going into a situation rather naively. The moon is out in this particular Fool card, and when the moon is out in any card, the moon tells me there is lies and deception at play here, and especially with the serpent who's already been out. Someone is spreading lies or trying to portray a situation that is not the truth as truth. So all I can say to you is I look at this little Fool, I do feel he represents you, and you can see that he is wide open. He is not protecting his belly. His hands are above his head. He's about to leap off the cliff, but he is not protecting himself at all. So I really do feel that you need to consider, are you being psychically attacked by an ex? Is there someone involved in the dark arts and the voodoo? If so, protect yourself spiritually, energetically. But the Fool to me is definitely a symbol of naive optimism, a symbol of childish hope. So there is some hope, there is some optimism here, whatever your situation is, there is a new beginning. This Fool looks quite happy and content. Of course, the Fool represents the court jesters. Back in the day, the poets, the singers, the entertainers. And of course, what do jesters and clowns do? They distract from reality. So this is personal for you. someone is distracting the court from the reality of the situation to do with a child contact situation. But globally, for everyone as well, this is symbolic of the illusions that we have been living with our governments, the people who are in charge of our financial institutions, our health institutions, our royal families. It's the distractions that they've been causing, and this scandal that's at play at the moment in the media affecting America, Britain, Europe, Australia as well, because obviously the girl at the centre of it all, who sadly passed, I think, was living in Australia when she died. We're being distracted. Europe, Australia, America, Britain, Canada, we're being distracted with this situation. It's like the gorilla experiment. If you've never seen that, look it up. They did an experiment where they showed a bunch of people a film of, I think it was basketball, a basketball game, and a very small percentage, incredibly small percentage of people noticed a player in a gorilla suit who came in and ran on the court. The vast majority of people did not see this player in the gorilla suit. They just saw the players playing basketball. They didn't notice. So what I'm asking you all is, what are we being distracted from? But Aquarius, personally, what are you being distracted from just now? What's going on behind the scenes that you are missing? So pay attention to that this week. Good luck.